First Corinthians 15:2, by which also ye are saved, if ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless ye have believed in vain. So a lot of people get confused. If we're saved by faith, then how can it be that you believe in vain? It's just that what you believe is wrong, right? Like, that's really all there is to it. It's not that difficult to understand. The specific context here is that Paul is talking about the importance of believing in the resurrection. And he later goes on to say that if you do not believe in the resurrection, then your faith is in vain. If someone doesn't believe in the resurrection, then they can't believe that Jesus Christ died for their sins and then rose again. So they don't believe the gospel. Yes, generally speaking, we should say that if the Bible is talking about faith, then it's talking about faith in the gospel. If the Bible is talking about believing, it's talking about believing in the gospel. But obviously there are many people who have faith in things that are not the gospel. Obviously there are many people who believe things that are not the gospel. So if there's a verse that's just ambiguously mentioning the concept of believe, and it seems to imply something that contradicts the gospel, implies that it's possible to believe in the gospel, but that belief would be in vain, the obvious explanation is it's not talking about believing in the gospel. And in this context, we have extra reason to believe that because, like I say, this verse is talking about people who deny the resurrection. Well, if you're talking about people who deny a core tenet of the gospel, and then you're saying that these people might have believed in vain, obviously what you're saying is the reason their belief is in vain is because it is in an incomplete gospel. Another indication of this is that it's talking about keeping in mind what Paul has preached unto them. Do you think anyone who is saved could forget the gospel? If you say that you know Jesus Christ died for your sins and that you can never ever lose your salvation because just by believing in him you are saved for all eternity, that's not something you're going to forget. However, if you just believe in some sort of vague, lukewarm Christianity where the gospel isn't really preached, and you don't even get down core doctrines like the resurrection of Jesus Christ, then it's very likely you're not saved. It's very likely you could forget that, and it's very likely that the thing you are believing in, you are believing in vain. And sometimes I honestly do feel sorry for Catholics, for Muslims, because a lot of those people are very zealous. They're really enthusiastic about defending their fantastic prophet or how perfect and sinless Mary is. And I do think to myself, imagine believing something so strongly, but you are not saved. Because even though you're believing that thing really strongly, you are believing in vain because the thing you believe is wrong.